Hello everyone, hope you're doing well and welcome to the JavaScript Complete course. So in this video we're going to talk about two other methods of a window object, which are scroll to and scroll by. So before jumping over to the main point, and if you didn't subscribe my YouTube channel, make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon so you'll get a notification of my new video when I upload it. Alright, so let's get started. So let's suppose you have a lot of information about in your web page, and you want to add the scroll bar into your web page, but you don't want the user click on the scroll up and down. You just want to add a button so that when the user click on that button, the scroll will down, and if you want to click on the button again, the scroll will jump over to the top side. For this, here you can see we have two types of the scroll bar, which is horizontal scroll bar and vertical scroll bar. So if you want to add the data into vertical scroll bar, you need to add the data into y-axis, and if you want to add the data into horizontal scroll, you need to add the data into x-axis. So if you want the scroll to jump over to the top side, to the top part of the web page, you need to add into minus, and if you want the scroll to jump over to the bottom of the web page, you need to add into the plus sign. And for minus, we need to add the minus in the value section when we are passing the value, and in the plus, we don't need to add the plus sign. And also, if you want the horizontal scroll to jump over to the left side, you need to add the value into minus, and if you want the horizontal scroll to jump over to the right side, you need to add the value into the plus sign. So now let's jump over to the source code and write this code. So here you can see I have a text editor here and a live demo of our web page or our code that we are going to work on it. So first, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to copy paste some text so that the browser will show the scroll bar for us. And let's save this. Here you can see this is the default text that I have added here into my web page, and this is the scroll bar you can see. And for this, what I'm going to do first, now let's jump over to the top part of the web page, and here I'm going to create a button. So let's create button, and I'm going to remove all these attributes, default attributes, and then I'm going to pass the name. So the name will be scroll window, and here I'm going to pass the attribute which is on click, and here inside the opening and inside double quotation, I'm going to pass the method that I'm going to create in my script page. So the method will be scroll window. So here you can see I have created a button and passed the scroll window method. So now let's jump over to the script, and here you can see the live demo, the scroll window button is created. And now we are going to create the scroll window function. So we are going to say scroll window here. So here we are going to use the scroll by method first by using the window object, because the scroll by method belongs to the window object. So we are going to say scroll by, and for the first time we're going to just pass the value to 0 so that we just check whether it works or not. And here you can see this is the button. So whenever I click on this button, here you can see nothing will happen, but whenever I pass the value 50, and when we click, the scroll will down 50 pixel bottom section. So now let me go to the top and let's click again. It will jump over to the bottom 50 pixels, and if I say 150, let's save this. Here we go. It will jump over to the bottom section 150 50 pixels. And for this, and now let me add a minus. If we add a minus, for this we need to add this button at the bottom of the web page. For this, let me cut this from here. I'm going to cut this from the top, and here I'm going to add. Let me add it here. So when I save this, now let's jump over to the bottom. Here we go. Here is the button. So whenever I click on this button, it will jump over to the top part of the web page, 50 pixel. Here we go. Add the fixed position into this button. Let me jump over to the style section, and let's use button position fixed, and let me add some color. Background color will be red, and let's add color to white. That's it. And its height, now let's add the value to the left, 50 pixel, and bottom 50 pixel as well. Now let's save this. Here we go. Now let's add the border 2 px solid red. Now let's save this. Here we go. As you can see, this button is fixed. So now whenever I click, it will jump over 50 pixel at the top part to the top part of the web page. Here you can see. Here we go. So hope you understand until this point. And now let's jump over to the Control X this all text from here. And here what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a div, and let's remove the class from here, and here I'm going to paste this. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to target the div, and let's add width. So the width will be 1000 pixel. And now let's add border 1px solid red. Here we go. Here you can see we also added the horizontal scroll bar. For now we are going to work on the horizontal scroll bar. For this we need to add the value to the x-axis. Here you can see. So whenever I pass the value, and whenever I click on this button, the scroll bar should jump over to the right section or the right side of the window. Here we go. It will jump 50 pixel to the right section of the window. And whenever I click the minus, I pass the minus, and now it will jump over to the left. Here we go. And the next we have this scroll to method. Let me work on this as well. Here you can see whenever I pass the 0 into this, and here you can see whenever I click on this scroll window, it will directly jump over to the top part of the window. Here you can see. Here we go. So whenever I click on the button, it will directly jump over to the top part of the window. But whenever I pass the 50 here, it will leave 50 pixel space to the top part. Here we go. Whenever I click, here you can see it will leave 50 pixel space at the top section. Let me increase the space, and now let me jump over to the bottom section, and whenever I click, here you can see it will leave 50 pixel space at the top section. The same is here. Let me pass 0 and let me pass 50 here. this horizontal scroll section, and let me jump over here. Here you can see it will leave 50 pixel space here. So hope you understand until this point. If you have any question, any suggestion, please leave the comment below. If you didn't subscribe my YouTube channel, make sure to subscribe this channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you will get the notification of my new video when I upload it.